Okay, this is the developer of Master of Chaos, and I thought that I'd show you a little playthrough on how to play the game, or at least how it's intended to be played. Please know that English is not my mother's tongue, so I might lose some words once in a while, but I'm sure you will understand what I'm saying. So this might be confusing for some people, but this is basically the difficulty of the game. So this is how fast enemies spawn and the base spawn interval. So each spawner spawns a new enemy every X seconds, and the on this level on 10, that's every 14 seconds, and these will higher and lower that setting. So escalation heat is another thing, because for every 30 seconds the base spawn is lowered. So let's say it was 14 at the start, and on a certain difficulty you lower that by 10% each 30 seconds. So they keep spawning faster and faster all the time as you play. So these two manipulates those numbers basically. And what I will do is to show you the game breaking feature, if I manage to pull it off, that is. And I will go with the gentleman or gentlewoman's break. What that does is that you don't actually have to push your hardware so hard that the FPS of the game shrinks so much that the game is forced to reduce the graphic details. And that's basically the idea of the game breaking feature, because in many roguelites you can, or you say that you do a game breaking build. Basically you became too overpowered, so you obliterate everything and can't die. You get so strong, it's ridiculous. And what I wanted to do with this game is that when another streamer streamed this game, he actually became that overpowered, and he he played with much higher combos and more upgrades than I thought that people would do. So he got so overpowered that eventually the game crashed out to desktop, and out of that the idea came to implement a actually game breaking build. So what this does is to both of the game modes, the game breaking modes, try to prevent that the game actually crashes out to desktop. And without the gentleman's or gentlewoman's break, you stress your hardware to that point that the game drops below 30 frames per second. And when that happens, the game will lower the graphics in 8 steps, trying to regain frames per second and recover. And if it can't do that in these 8 steps, it will eventually let you win. So that's without the gentlewoman or gentlewoman's break. What the gentleman or gentlewoman's break does is that it actually spares your hardware, and also makes it easier to do for certain escalation and pressure heats. So instead of making your hardware crumble and actually making it hard for the game engine to function, what this does is it sets certain conditions, and you have to achieve 3 of them to trigger the game-breaking event. And depending on what you set here, you can manipulate those numbers and reducing or setting them higher. So at 20, it's, I don't remember exactly, but I think it's 1,000 combo. And for example, and on difficulty 1, it's 25% of that. So depending on how good you are and what you want to achieve, it's a difficulty level, and the game breaking feature should be available for everyone. So that's the thought behind it. But I, as a developer, thought that I'd try the hardest level with the most enemies and see if I can pull it off while I try to explain to you guys what to do in the game. So it will probably be a little bit hectic, but let's go. So these are the ultimates. They're the big one. That's good for a large area of effect. It destroys everything in the radius of the big one. So it's a big nuke coming down and destroying everything around it. Bullet Storm is you get 20 projectiles in an arc above you and shoot them on the enemies. And this upgrade is good if you have a good amount of upgrades on your projectiles, because all the upgrades on your projectile translates directly to the bullet storm. So let's say if you have an aura with poison on your projectile, all of those 20 projectiles in the arc will have that effect. And Blink, I haven't seen so many people play with this one, but this one is it overcharges your Blink, so you can blink through enemies, and it also lowers the cooldown during the ultimate. So it's quite good if you're skilled enough to use enough blinks and use the blink in a direction that you pass many enemies and they clump up. So very good if you can get in and out and want to pass through many enemies. Vortex, that is good against projectiles. When you activate it, you have a shield for a few seconds that suck up all the projectiles that is getting shot at you, and you collect them during the ultimate, and when the ultimate duration is out, you hurl all the projectiles back at the enemies. So this is especially good if you are having a tough time with for example, the bees in level 1. Stargazer, I think that's the most effectful one. I think it's the coolest purely visually. What that does is that it takes the 10 enemies with lowest health, or at least the 10 enemies that it can finish off with the damage. So if you have spread your damage out and you want to get rid of the ones with lowest health that annoys you, this one is very good as a finisher. But since I haven't seen anyone really play with Blink, I'll go with that one and see how it goes. So here is the loading screen. Now you can see in the loading screen on the left side, the next to last paragraph where it says hardware, gentleman, woman, and break on. You can also win by fulfilling any 3 of these criteria during the run. Kill 1,500 enemies, land 400 counters, reach 1,000 hit combo streak in a single chain, spawn 2,000 enemies, play for 20 minutes, or apply 60 upgrades. So you can any of these 3 you can complete, and you'll trigger the game break mechanic. So let's see if I can do that. I will probably die, but even if I lose, you know what to do if you watch this video. So there I picked up a potion, as you might have seen. The potions give you different stats. The red is damage and the green one is fire rate, so you shoot faster. And what I just did there was activating a crystal, which gives you a blue material that you can craft from. I can just show you here real quick the craft menu. So as you can see, there's dots on each upgrade here, and you can browse through them. So let's say chaotic focus, you need 2 red, 1 green, 4 blue and 3 purple for that. So you'd have to activate 2 red and 1 green, 4 blue and 3 purple to craft that. And just so you know, the crafting isn't really intended to be something you do all the time. It's more of a key item function, or if you're really in trouble and you really need something specific, that's when you need the crafting. The drops is quite generous now in the demo anyways, so you can probably get some good base items out of that. But if you let's say you have a lot of elements and you think that I don't remember the name of the upgrade right now, but there is an upgrade that actually makes elements proc. So each element has a proc that can make the elements even worse. So fear, for example, regeneration. This upgrade is very good if you want to do the game break, because you need a lot of health for that. So where was I? Oh, sorry. Anyways. Yeah, the crafting and the procs. So for fear, for example, it makes an explosion if someone is affected by fear sometimes. So each tick of the elemental effect, it may proc this effect, and that effect turns everyone around them also into fear, if you have fear, for example. So it's very overpowered. And it's quite hard to get, and if you have, let's say, elemental duration on this, it makes it even better, because then you will have more procs to be able to trigger it, basically. So the next thing I want to be okay, I'll show you the blink one first. So let's check this out now. So I activate the ult there, and now I blink through them. So you see, it's very powerful, but I don't want to die, so I need to get out. Crap. So, okay. That was quite disturbing. So I need to get some health now to recover, and nice. So about the counters. The counters are really the core combat of this game. At least in the beginning, before you get overpowered, you really need to be able to counter, and you can change counters, as you can see. So as long as you press counter when you see a yellow sign, you're all good, and you can go in like these super large enemy groups and just dominate them. So don't be afraid to train on this mechanic, because it's really useful. And if you don't do that, you probably won't do that well, or at least not in the higher difficulties. So I'm going to try to find something now. I'm looking for either a statue or the green hook points to show you what to do about them. And all this while I'm masterfully countering these beasts and trying to get enough upgrades to win the game by the game break mechanic. Okay, so I probably need to check the map where I've been now. Okay, so... Oh, I need to fix that. As you can see on the minimap, the crystals do have colors, but they didn't on the usual map, I think. Nope. So, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. Oh, here's hook points, perfect. So these are hook points, and if you hook onto them in a chain, you'll find a treasure. And oh, holy moly, there's a lot of them. I probably need to get rid of them, so I'll just use the blink real quick and see if I can counter. Ah, whoa! Ow. Okay. Oh, that was risky. But as you see, I could actually go in there in the middle of the horde and blink in and use my counter to get out. So if you use your counter and you need to get in a certain direction, be sure to move your move stick to the direction you want to move, because when you counter, you do a short blink to the enemy, and if you point your stick or your keys, or whatever you play with, what controls you play with, you will go in that direction. So let's say you're in the middle of a big horde and you're almost at the edge of it, be sure to counter out of it instead of into it again. Or maybe you just want to be inside of it, and then sure, go ahead, go into the middle of it. If you're a real good counter, you probably manage anyways. So as you can see now, some of the enemies start to act. Whoa, nope. I will probably need some good upgrades to pull this off now. And I've been talking too much and not getting upgrades as much. And that means I will be forced to go in and do a lot of counters to clear this, to clear a lot of enemies. Okay, let's see if I can get something here. Ooh, blink portal fire laser. This one is actually very good for this situation. So I need to get the horde, go through that, go through my portals. Oh. Okay, so I triggered the first mechanic. I killed enough enemies now to trigger the first game-breaking build mechanic, and hopefully my rift will now, my laser will kill some of them, but I really don't want to go into that. It's a lot of them, but maybe we can get a... Oh, a lot of them are dying at least. Maybe we should find a vendor or something. I think there's too many enemies right now for the... Can't really stay. Or maybe I can go get some upgrades if enough of them died. Where? Let's see. So some of them died here, so I can get something. Charm, okay, perfect. But I need... that's one. That one is good if I get something else. Healing balls. I really need some damage or some area effects. Well, it doesn't hurt to get lifesteal, of course, but... I really need to get rid of those bees, so I need to parry those shots back at... I got rid of most. So what I did there was to deflect their shots, and as you might imagine now, looking at how many enemies there are, this is this is a little bit demanding for your computer. Each enemy actually has to know where to walk, know that they're walking on bigger boons. So now I have 2 bigger boons. Bad move. And that makes all the areas bigger. Let's say, for example, explosions. And if I have 2 of them, they're increased 2 times. So they don't cap on 1 upgrade. You can keep on upgrading. As you can see now, I will probably, instead of launching the conditional game breaking feature, I will trigger the actual hardware break. Because my FPS is now at 14 and there's so many enemies that my computer can't really cope with it. So as you can see, single combo. Oh, so I think I managed both. So now the graphics is reduced, as you can see, and the resolution is now lowered. So we will keep on trying to regain the FPS, but at this point I think it's impossible, to be honest. So let's see what happens. I broke the game. So that's how you break the game. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoy the game.